So if you've ever paid attention to a semi-truck going down the highway, on the back of it is a bar below the doors that swing open. There's a bar, and that has been added over the years and been mandated by the federal government, because what would happen is cars would drive underneath the trailer and bury themselves with the back of that box coming through the windshield. So that bar across the bottom, it's just a simple device. It's metal that's welded into the frame of the trailer, keeps a car from going underneath the trailer, underriding the trailer, and intruding into the passenger compartment of the vehicle. Because if you look at modern cars these days, they're designed to have impact zones with other cars. They match up, bumpers to bumpers, and if bumpers meet bumpers or sides of cars that have intrusion rails built into the doors and stuff, airbags go off and occupants are protected. Vehicles are not meant to run into something that's sitting way up off the ground, because then it's bypassing underneath all those safety devices that are built into a vehicle. So an underride on a semi-truck is that bar across the back, is to prevent that underriding in the back. But what about the sides? And what about the front? So we've had cases where people have unfortunately died because their car goes underneath the side of a semi-truck, where a simple underride bar along the side would have prevented that. And you'd think, well, that seems like an easy solution. Just put a metal bar across the bottom. And guess what? The rest of the world has it. If you go to many other countries, it's mandated that they have side underride bars. And a lot of countries have front underride as well, which means that the bumpers of the truck go down low enough that they're going to hit a car in its impact zone. When you look at that in the US and we don't have that, you got to wonder, well, why don't we have that? And the only thing that comes up is you have lobbying efforts that have kept the government from mandating that we have those. In our view, it's a product liability, it's a product defect, because you are putting out into the public a product that you know is inferior to what the rest of the world has. In cases where this happens, where you have a truck pull out in front of somebody and somebody underrides the side of it, you may have a claim against the trucking company and its driver for pulling out in front of somebody for their failure to obey the traffic laws and causing a collision. But there also may be a claim there for a product liability claim against the manufacturer of the trailer for putting this product out into the world that they knew or should have known could be better. There's a lot of good reasons why the underride phenomena happens and why it should be mandated to be protected against. So it's also an area that's fertile for litigation, because they have chosen to ignore it. And what you see, I think, in our view, is manufacturers, rather than be forced to conform to some federal mandate to make things safer, they would rather just pay the claims that come up here and there by attorneys who are willing to prosecute them or push them.